having so much fun being a part of the show again, taking you all the way to the championship in Homestead, Miami. There is the 39 car of Ryan Sieg, the Big Green Egg, with them this weekend. And Jeff, when I started asking around, hey, first time this year for that sponsor to be on the car, they said, yep. I said, it looks great. And they said, yeah, Ryan wrapped the car. I said, no way. So Ryan Sieg race wrapped this car in the shop. Did a really good job with it, too. I looked for flaws. I didn't find them.
A man can do everything.
He can.
I wonder if he can cook.
Well, I think he can with a Big Green Egg.
If they were cooking right now, he'd have a big line.
The story there is the Big Green Egg started right near where Ryan is from in Tucker, Georgia, and still have a big distribution center there. So
it's cool.
Nice connection for them.
His crew chief, Shane Wilson, whom I worked with at RCR, won quite a few Xfinity races with. He won 2007, won this race with Kevin Harvick driving. Wasn't me.
Fun have you had being a part of this Big Three and all the talk?
You know, it's fun. You know, it's good to have that confidence, but you know, you got to stay in your game and you know, be prepared every weekend. So I think we got a pretty good Haas Animation Mustang. We just got to keep it up front and be good on the long run.
Thank you, Cole.
Thank you.
See Ryan Sieg finishing up his lap there. Beautiful looking race car, wrapped by Ryan himself, DJ.
Oh yeah, fantastic.
He's
did a good job of driving it too.
He did.
It's a good lap.
Sieg will clock in.
Chase Briscoe and Ryan Sieg. Ryan Sieg is sporting a new sponsor this week, the Big Green Egg. We're expecting some food after this show, Rick.
Well, there is a barbecue competition going on here in Chicago.
There's a lot that needs to get done today. Small things, big things, too hard to do alone things. Day after day, you need to get it all done. And here to listen and help you through it all is Bank of America, with the expertise and know-how you need to reach that blissful state of doneness. So let's get after it. What would you like the power to do?
Look, make a wish.
I wish for a biggie bag from Wendy's.
I wish everyone loved each other and was all...
That is a great wish, Jimmy.
Get a bacon double stack with a quarter-pound of fresh beef, nuggets, fries, and a drink for just $5. Wendy's Biggie Bag is everything you could wish for.
Let's get down to business. The business of getting it done. The business of road trips. The business of getting everyone back together. The business of hustle and hard work and whatever this is. Modernized Comfort Inns and Suites have been refreshed because whatever business you're in, our business is you. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Welcome to the land of those who do.
For the end of stage one, the other two have been for incidents. This one was Ryan Sieg in the 39.
See, didn't quite spin out. The car lost control. I think NASCAR thought he was going to spin out. I thought he was going to spin out. Kept rolling.
So now, guys, this is a big decision as we see another replay of Ryan Sieg, right? With closing in on 10 to go. You're probably going to have 8 to go when you restart this thing. Do you burn a set of tires for a better finish in the stage? That's the end. Running the top 5 all weekend. We got another issue with the 39 car Sieg here.
Ryan Sieg around once again, and the caution comes out for the 5th time.
See, that's what you were talking about, right? These guys that put those tires on.
So now it's really getting split, to your point, Jeff. Now, Cole Custer, Mike Shiplett, he's looking pretty smart because he didn't burn that extra set of tires. Let's see what happened here. Kind of the same issue as before, just a long slide. Looks like he lost it all on his own.
Well, I'd have to say if you have 2 of those incidences on a mile and a half and don't hit anything, you've had a good day.
And Jeff, he's been complaining about the rear end of that car all day.
So something's wrong. Yeah.
Something's wrong.
Yeah.
Shane Wilson crew chiefing for Ryan Sieg. Interesting for Ryan Sieg and that team, they actually have 4 team members that commute from Charlotte, North Carolina, all the way to almost Atlanta, very close to Atlanta in Georgia. And so a tough commute for those guys, but hard work being put in by that team. They go to Sugar Hill, Georgia every week.
That spin was a big break for the 22 car of Austin Cindric. He will get the free pass, first car lap down. So,
and Jeff, think about what Dale said, right? That how impressed you and him were talking about that the window went in, right? That sometimes you could lose multiple laps. Those are the details.
We mentioned Illinois native driver of the 7, Justin Allgaier, and he's got his hands full right now trying to get by Ryan Sieg in the 39. 2 different lines. You said guys have options here, Steve.
Yeah, and this is basically tires. Ryan Sieg has a little bit fresher tire, and you see how hard Justin Allgaier is working to try to get around him. And lap traffic, we saw in the closing laps of the Cup race here last year, the famous slide job from Kyle Larson to Kyle Busch. That was all created because Kyle Busch caught lap traffic, and that drove him off his primary line, which at the time was the top of the racetrack. Same thing in the Xfinity Series. The 7, I think, is a faster race car. Tires aren't quite as good, but you see the hard work. This is blue collar racing right here to chase that white line. Very patient. He's grinding those front tires. But I actually think while this can frustrate you, he may actually be learning the most of anybody out there, because this is what it's going to look like tomorrow afternoon, right? So what is making this pass so difficult? He can go into the garage and tell his crew chief Jason Burnett what he needs, whether it's a little more grip in the front or perhaps the ability to get the power down with a little bit more authority.
Think about Ryan Sieg, a 32-year-old out of Tucker, Georgia. Is he a surprise, the things that we've seen out of him?
I think that car has run, you know, so here when you look at the Xfinity Series, the hard thing to do is to, what are you comparing, right? Should we expect Ryan Sieg in that 39 car to go compete with the likes of Joe Gibbs Racing, Team Penske? I would argue perhaps not. So when you look at the more independent groups, this 39 always seems to show up somewhere in the top 10, top 15. And that's what you have to do. You have to kind of understand the race within the race, who he's competing against.
And we saw Shane Wilson working the crew chief role for Ryan Sieg this year. A change there. How about Austin Cindric?